The enemy has only images and illusions, behind which he hides his true motives. Destroy the image, and you will break the enemy.
Einstein can call it the art of fighting without fighting.
The art of fighting without fighting? Tell me some of it.
And then just like that one scene that Ruckus, and like when he dresses up, he looks exactly like Ruckus would in real life.
Yeah, that shit's tight.
That fool's from Malcolm in the Middle, huh? That's that fool Stevie's dad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah.
The big dude with the glasses, isn't he? What's his
Yeah.
name? What's Smart Brother on
Yeah, he's smart, brother.
fucking what's it called? What's that movie called?
Undercover brother.
Undercover Brother, huh? Yeah, he's Smart Brother, huh?
Damn, that movie is fucking one of the all-time greats, I think, too. That shit had a gang of funny-ass people in it.
Shit, Dave Chappelle before Dave Chappelle was like famous and shit, like super famous.
Yeah. I sleep on a pissy mattress.
I still paying school loans.
Well, because they just let that white girl join it. What the fuck? Yeah. I see that
Hey, white
bitch
girl,
in my
you-
secret agent classes.
Oh, white girl, you in too? What the fuck?
I was fucking. Oh, conspiracy brother, huh?
Yeah, conspiracy brother.
Fuck, that's a great movie. I'm gonna go watch that shit probably today. That shit's funny.
I
as
know
fuck.
Eddie Griffin, Dave Chappelle. Who else is
That
in
guy.
that? Yeah,
I don't know. There's all sorts of funny people in there.
the boss. What's he from? He's like in a bunch of shit.
I want
Like
to say,
Captain.
yeah. Was he on like SNL or something? That guy. I don't know. It's a funny movie. Denise Richards was in it. That was the white girl.
Yeah,
But sick movie, man. They need more movies like that. They need more movies that cross boundaries. You know what I mean? They don't make that kind
Yeah.
of shit anymore.
Everybody's scared. Everybody's tiptoeing on what to say and all their shit.
I think it's like
So nobody's offended.
everybody wants to just follow the formula. Like they kind of, that happens with music sometimes too. Like people will, make a hit song or something, and then for like the next 5 years, everybody just kind of uses that melody or like, those drums or that fucking tempo or just shit like that, and then that's why music sounds the same for a little while, and then you'll get somebody just come out of nowhere and be like, "This is fucking stupid." Like that's kind of how that fool XXX Tentacion was. He was just like that fool who said, "All this fucking music sounds the same. I'm fucking make my own shit," and then he came out and changed how fucking rap sounds now.
I feel it's tight, huh? Yeah, there's so much and I think back in the day, people were more unique because they didn't have the fucking internet to influence them so much. Nowadays, whatever's on TikTok, on X, or whatever the fuck, like everyone is just following the suit. You know what I mean? Like no
Yeah.
one has their own thoughts in their head anymore because they're constantly consuming other people's thoughts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point. I
It's really
didn't
hard
think of
to
that,
find
but
original thoughts, man.
yeah, I wonder if that's how it's going to be in the future, where just like everything, just almost like every aspect of like pop culture or just culture in general is just like unified for the most part,
Yeah.
Because I mean, human ingenuity and stuff, like it's always gonna pop out and like show itself, I guess. But I think it will get harder, because more people are going to be more, I don't know, more incentivized to just keep going the same way, because there is like a path to success, and they see it like that.
A lot of people try to follow that to get their own.
Well, most people, I don't know. I think for the most part, people don't really know how to. They don't like to think outside the box. They don't like because that's the thing is, critical thinking and creative thinking. It's hard work. It takes fucking time and diligence, and people are lazy, especially Americans. People are lazy. They don't want it's easier to just consume than it is to create. You know what I mean? So I think
Yeah.
most people just fucking do that. Um, like I don't know. That's the thing with technology too is it makes everything so like mass produced. Because like I was even thinking about that with the weed. Like back in the day, you could tell the type of weed by the smell of it, but just by looking at it, by smoking it, tasting it. Each weed was unique. And nowadays, all this shit has all this fucking crazy ass names, and it all fucking tastes the same. It all looks the same. Like everything is created for quantity, not quality anymore. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah,
emphasis on quantity now.
mass production.
Yeah, mass production. Like it was crazy. Like I found this old mirror in the shed. Like we were cleaning out the shed, and there was this old ass mirror where it's like you could tell it was like hand carved. Like there was like wood, like it was made out of wood, but you could tell like a motherfucker like probably took weeks making that fucking mirror. And
Yeah,
nowadays, if you go buy a mirror at fucking Walmart, you buy one for like $200, and it's just something that's like 3D printed and fucking mass produced on like a factory line. Like you can't tell like everything is built the same. Nothing's
There's no
snowflakes anymore. Back in the
craftsmanship
day,
in
things were
any of it.
unique. Yeah, no craftsmanship whatsoever in anything anymore.
and it
It's more
still costs the
expensive.
same as if somebody fucking like did it by hand and shit. That's the
Oh
part that
yeah.
they
Yeah.
get you with is like, oh, let's mass produce all these fucking mirrors. It's gonna cost us 5 cents a mirror, and we're gonna charge people $200 to fucking buy them because
For
they're
real.
used to buying mirrors for $100, $200 a piece as it is.
And I guess this is the type of society that capitalism gives way to. You know what I mean? Like this is how it becomes. I mean, if profit is going to be the goal and the fucking finish line, then you're going
The
to find
driver, yeah,
you're going to find the quickest way to get there with spending the least amount of resources as possible, so you could maximize at the end. You know what I mean? So I think that's why everything is built that way. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Fuck suck.
But like back to the critical thinking like part shit. I forgot whose kid it was. I think maybe Bob's or maybe one of my nieces or nephews or something. But like a lot of the schools, they're focusing a lot of stuff on critical thinking now and forcing kids to like do stuff like that. Like for us, at least, it was a lot of handing us a fucking workbook and
Yeah.
this is how you do this, and give me the answers by the end of the day type shit. And like now they're really starting to ask these kids like crazy questions, and I think
Tell these
like
kids are
our
fucking
generation,
weirdos.
yeah, part of it, yeah. Like I think these kids
Uh-huh.
nowadays they really do think outside the box a little bit like that. Where
It is tight. No, I've noticed
'cause I
that too,
think
man. I've noticed
our
that these kids are
generation,
different than us.
yeah, like I think our generation got tired of that way and was like, no, I'm not going to teach these kids that fucking way. Like that's the lazy way. That's.
Mhm.
So that's one. I think that's one at least hope for the future is like I think these kids are going to have some type of good teaching in their life.
Yeah, I like see, and I agree with that. I think the world should move that way. Like, let's emphasize on people being who they are, and letting people be their unique selves. You know what I mean, and being able to be successful while being themselves. But I also think you need to have balance. You need to have people that know how to listen, that are coachable people, that are teachable people, that are able to do the things that no one wants to do when it needs to be done. Because I think everyone and they always pass the buck. They look at something that needs to be done. Oh, that's not my job, or like that's I'll let someone else do it. And I think it wasn't like that back in the day. I think people weren't scared to get shit done, and I see that a lot. I see like people. There's a lot more thinkers nowadays, but there's not enough doers. You know what I mean? No one wants to do
Yeah, I
shit. Everyone
agree.
just wants to think. And I'm special. I'm this. Something like motherfucker, do something. You know what I mean? Like if shit has to be done, then fucking do it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Stop
Hmm.
fucking thinking about that shit and just fucking do it.
I went to it's kind of stupid. I went and used the bathroom the other day at this one place that I delivered to, and they had a sign above the fucking toilet paper, and it made me think because it was like, people want to change the world, but nobody wants to change the toilet roll. And I was like, damn, that's true. What the fuck?
True.
Like, yeah, like
Anytime you
everybody
go to the
says that shit,
bathroom,
but
and
all
shit's
these
just
motherfuckers will
empty.
wipe their ass and then walk out.
Yeah, that's facts, bro.
Oh fuck.
That's like, and like, see it, and like, people are like, I like, sometimes I people watch just to see how drone people are. Like, it pisses me off at fast food restaurants. People go up there and there's no napkins in the fucking thing. They like go and fucking ask someone to refill it and all that shit. Like, the shit is right there underneath the fucking, open those little drawers underneath the napkin thing, and there's fucking napkins in there. So, like, when I see that, I just refill the fucking napkins. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to go call this motherfucker who's making minimum wage to come put this shit in here. Like my time is more important. That motherfucker's time is more important. I'm just gonna do this shit myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like people would just stand there and wait for people to fucking refill the napkin thing. It's like why? Fucking do that shit yourself.
'Cause they-
You know what I mean?
yeah. Because people are used to having shit fucking done for them their whole life now, you know?
Yeah. Don't think outside the like. I don't know. Like you wait, what's gonna happen? They're gonna kick you out of the fucking wherever you're at because you refilled the fucking napkins. You know what I mean? Just fucking do it.
Huh? Because you
Should
helped
be
out.
funny, huh?
Hey, get
Yeah.
out of here, man! You
Excuse
can't
me,
be doing
sir,
that
sir,
shit.
sir. Don't be going under there. What's your problem?
Yeah. Let one
Don't
of
be
us do
grabbing
it. You know
napkins
what I
and
mean?
fucking doing this for us. No.
Some fucking 16-year-old telling you that shit.
Yeah.
What are you doing? That's
Get
my
the fuck
job.
out of here.
And people do that shit too. And then like it's so crazy. Like sometimes like because over here at this McDonald's when I get McDonald's for Linda and shit, like sometimes like there's 2 lanes, it's a 2-lane one. Like I don't know what happens sometimes, but sometimes you pull up and there's fucking like 4 cars in one line and the other line's empty. And I'm sitting there thinking like, what is okay? So I pull up to this other side and you can fucking order. So it's like, why the fuck are all you fools like sitting in one line? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is happening? And then like, I don't know, shit like that kind of just happens all over the place. It's like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Bunch of dumbasses, huh? Everybody said, "Oh, look at
Yeah,
this lane."
yeah.
You got that
And then
one
like
person
once
going,
I
"Oh,
go over there,
man."
you start seeing fools like fucking pulling behind me and shit. It's like the fuck. Fools are fucking morons.
There's no signs or none. Fools are just pulling up in one lane, being stupid as fuck.
Yeah. So many people are just waiting to be told what to do instead of just, fucking, taking initiative and, trying to do what they want to do. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Yeah.
People are fucking weird.
Yeah. And I think they just see the other, the fourth guy sees the 3 cars in line and is like, oh, this must be the only line
I
that works.
have to be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, fools like that don't ever think, "Oh, the other one's broken." Fools are like, "Oh, just follow everybody else."
Like it blows my mind when like you can see that shit in traffic, like when it's on the highway and someone crashes and that shit's like the accident's over, people are just on the side. There's traffic right there, but like there's not actually anything stopping people except for people driving slow to fucking be nosy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and then as soon as you
And then
pass that
once
shit, it's
no one
just
can see that,
clear.
yeah. People
Fuck,
start driving
I
normally
hate
again.
that.
You guys are fucking morons.
You guys are all fucking nosy ass motherfuckers.
Like I can understand when the actual accident happened and like they're taking up lanes and shit like that. Like I can fucking understand, but like when they're off to the side and motherfuckers are just getting towed or whatever, like how the fuck aren't you people driving normally?
Uh,
I could see if like the car's on fire or something, but like everything else is
Yeah.
like, you've seen that shit before. Don't fucking stop.
Be
Especially
all
like
nosy.
little fender benders and stuff like that.
It's because people want to look like, damn, they got their shit fucked up. You know what I mean?
fools can't see until the last second. They're like, "Damn!" Just hit the person in front of them.
That's the most exciting part of a lot of people's lives. They just go driving back and forth to their little corporate job and fucking, today I saw an accident.
It's so crazy how many people like. I don't know. It's crazy. Like to be a normal like NPC type of person, you have to. It's kind of a blessing. Like that means you grew up with no adversity in your life, no kind of struggle. Like that's how those people live. It's a like I don't know. Great people are born out of adversity and struggle. You know what I mean? Like if you see an interesting, successful person, a lot of times that person's gonna have a painful backstory. Like they've seen a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to see an NPC, it's kind of I don't know. It's a life that I don't know. I wish I had too. Like I can never just live a normal life based on the life that I've lived. Already like the things I've gone through. I can never be an NPC. But I know like the pain and the struggle
You
that
have an
it took
origin
for me to
story.
get here. Yeah, for real. I have fucking memories. You know what I mean? Fucking, and a lot of them aren't fun. You know what I mean? Like I think an NPC is like, oh, I went to summer camp every summer and I fucking did this and 3.0 GPA
I
and
work
all this
8 to
bullshit.
4 or 9 to 5 every day.
My mom and dad, always had money and cars and
Yeah.
Loved each other.
and that's I wish I had that life too, but it wasn't so. You know what I mean? I mean, I had a lot more than a lot of people. I think, I had I don't know whatever, but like
Just
there
by
was a lot
being
of
in
pain.
America.
Yeah, Americans are way better off than a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the poor Americans have a lot more shit than a lot of people.
Yeah. Just by virtue of being American, we got it pretty good.
We're
Yeah.
blessed. You win the lottery if you're born in this fucking country. That's what
Oh
fucks
yeah,
you.
for sure.
Even the
That's
homeless
a,
people are pretty good drinking Starbucks and shit.
yeah.
See a homeless guy standing out there with Carhartt and fucking Uggs and Starbucks,
And a dog.
and a
How
dog
my
and a nice
dog?
ass dog.
How my dog eat?
How my dog
My
eat.
dog eats Blue Ribbon. You know what I mean? I need money.
Yeah.
Shit.
He's very picky.
Shit. I need money to support my Blue Chew. You know what I mean? Get my dick hard. You know what I mean?
Take care for these homeless hoes out here.
These homeless hoes, huh?
Homeless.
And that's the thing that like Colorado's economy is so bad. You see motherfuckers out there panhandling, and them fools work probably full time jobs. They're probably like $18 an hour. Like shit, I can't afford my house still.
I know, man. I swear, I'd be
Wow.
looking on like Indeed or fucking Craigslist and shit like that, and like some places, and like they'll be like, "Oh yeah, come work over here, get 40 hours, make 14 an hour." And I want to like message them and be like, "You're a fucking idiot! Like nobody's ever gonna apply for this shit. Like you're basically resigning people to be homeless. Do you
Like
understand?
if
Like
someone offers me $18 an hour to do anything, I'm gonna slap the shit out of them. What the fuck
yeah,
are you talking about, man? It's not enough to even fucking feed myself for a couple days, bitch. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Let alone pay all my fucking bills and shit. Yeah, and oh fuck. And that's the thing is people come out here thinking it's all weed and games and shit. And you come out here and realize motherfuckers is dying because they can't pay their rent and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
cold as fuck out here too. So if you can't pay your bills, get ready. You better have a jacket.
yeah,
good one too.
Live on the street, wear
Yeah.
shoes. You know what I mean? Wear nice shoes.
Wear some boots, get some hand warmers, some gloves, and a beanie.
Colorado's so crazy when you guys like. What do you guys think about it? Isn't it crazy? Like the more I learn about the world, the more I realize how unique and interesting place Colorado actually is.
yeah. It is like
It's cool.
I mean, the geography is like unique just because the mountains and everything like that. Like we have some of the best mountains in the world. But
Scenery,
then,
huh?
yeah, but then on top of it too, just like, um,
It's overpopulated
'Cause it's so
for the
fucking
yeah,
tight
space
here.
it
People realize
has.
how tight this shit is.
yeah.
Like
It's
I
like
guarantee,
compared to
like
other cities, though, it's not that bad.
people used to see us like Nebraska and fucking Iowa, like fucking Wyoming, like all these fucking like even Wyoming's beautiful, but like they thought these were just flyover states. Like they just made up the middle of America, but they don't realize that like Colorado when people started coming here because of the weed, they realized how fucking tight this shit is. Like it's
Yeah,
not like any other fucking state.
I get so many Uber drivers and shit that are from other places, and like every single one of them, that's exactly what they say. They're like, "Oh, I came out here because of this or that." It was, it's not always just weed, but it's like, "Oh, I had family out here, or I did this, or I did that." I ended up coming out here, but I love it. Like as soon as I got out here, I've only met one person, the receptionist over at my job. She's from San Diego, and she's like, "I don't like mountains." She's like, "I'm an ocean person." She's like, "I don't." She's like, "The meat people out here are mean." She's like, I don't like it, and I'm like, It's like, to each their own, but
I get the fuck out
you're
of
the
our
first
way.
person I
You
met.
know what I mean?
Yeah, I was like, you're the first person I met that doesn't like it out here, and fuck the ocean. So
Because when you're a kid, like I remember like hearing like before the internet and everything, everyone was like New York, LA, Las Vegas, you know what I mean? Like those were like like it
The
was kind
spots.
of like you like if you said
Miami.
you're from Colorado, like it was kind of like people thought you were a loser, kind of, you know what I mean?
yeah,
But nowadays, like I don't know, like it's a hot spot. People love it here, man.
yeah. When I lived in Atlanta, like, and I told people I was from Colorado, they're like, oh really? Like fucking super interested in shit. Like,
You know?
yeah,
And it's so crazy because like if you talk to like you get 10 random people that live in Colorado, I say maybe 6 of them they might be from somewhere else. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, for sure.
You could tell a native if they're eating chubbies. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, oh, I came to try
you
this. And you're a
you
sick
can really tell
fuckhead.
who natives are too, huh?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
broke.
a
They're the
lot of
broke
them. Yeah.
motherfuckers that you
They're
see
the bro,
walking
yeah,
around.
just like ghetto people and shit, and like
Yeah,
fucking yeah. Like if
for
I
real.
ever see
That's what's
someone
fucked up.
like a fucking like I don't know, just like a basic bitch with like all kinds of makeup on and like she kind of chubby
Yeah,
and shit. I'm just like that bitch is from Denver.
If you see a bitch wearing Jordans, that's a fucking Denver person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Like it's so crazy that Denver. Yeah, like because we're Denver people. Like if I saw us walking around, like those motherfuckers were born here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, them motherfuckers got that shit written on them.
If you see someone in a
Yeah.
fucking Tesla, they're probably not from here.
No.
Nah, probably not. Probably from like California or
Yeah, you
Texas.
see a motherfucker pull up in a Camry, they're probably from here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Civic or fucking Altima.
Camry or a RAV4.
Civic, a Rav4, not the nice ones, the old ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the old ones. A shit ton of Durangos.
Like it's so preposterous to me when I see people driving around in like a '99 car and shit. It's like, the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? Did you see temp tags on like a '98 something? You're like, the fuck
The
is
fuck
happening?
you bought that just now?
I wouldn't even put a tag on that shit. I'll just drive until I get caught, and then once I get pulled over, like, all right, just take it away. You know what I mean? We'll give it to
Drove the
someone else.
shit. Yeah, he drove the shit as long
Let
as I
somebody
could.
else buy it.
It's like a disposable phone, prepaid phones and shit. Just a prepaid
Yeah.
whip.
I seen a guy the
The
other day
motherfucker
driving.
breaks down and you get pulled over in that shit.
I seen a guy driving the other day, and he had temp tags on his shit, and it was like an old car too, and his back door was like all smashed in, and he had like fucking tape around the door and stuff like that. We just bought this car. Like, why'd you buy it?
Shit's all fucked up. He said, "Let me get that one." Yeah,
You gotta get where you're going.
probably
You know what I
within
mean?
his get you from A to B.
The amount of
in the
people
price
who have
range you
temp tags
have.
that are expired is fucking absurd to me.
That's ridiculous.
I never called the cops on anyone, but that should be tempting me. You know what I mean?
Like I seen like 10 cars way past its date.
Like, why do we all have to pay our shit, but you don't? You know what I mean? Why do we all have to keep up with our plates and our stickers and shit?
And these fools don't. They have temps, huh? And police don't
No
care.
one gives a fuck. You drive right next to me. The fuck am I doing this shit for?
This shit expired like last year and shit.
I ain't a hater, but you know what I mean? That's some bitch shit if you ask me.
Yeah, that's my sister. She got a car with temp tags that's like 2 years old already.
God,
Just out there
nobody
mobbing.
cares, huh?
Temp tags older than COVID and shit, driving around.
Yeah.
Don't even give a fuck.
Tags pre-COVID, girl.
2019 temp tags
Shit.
on that 2006 whip. You know what I mean? Shit, living dangerous.
Them tags seen some shit.
Fuck. God damn. Like, it's so crazy to me that you could go to jail for not having insurance. Like, motherfuckers be spending a lot of time in jail for no insurance. Like Mike, what? He spent fucking like 6 months in jail probably because he didn't have insurance. That's 6 months of a fucking human being's life because that
For no
motherfucker didn't
insurance
have
on a
a
car.
paper. Yeah, he's never gone to an accident, but send him to jail because he's fucking doesn't have insurance.
Because he needs a paper that says I can drive.
I'm saying if you crash into something, someone will pay for that shit.
Someone, not you, maybe you, but
Like, if you're rich, if you have a bunch of money, you shouldn't even need insurance. Like, I'll just give that fool money myself. I don't need a fucking insurance
I'll
company.
give him the crashed car and fix it.
Shit. Fuck. Insurance is the biggest scam, right? That has to be the biggest scam to ever exist.
Yeah, I think so, man. I fucking hate insurance. That shit don't even work half the fucking time.
It's expensive. Yeah. They didn't even give you instructions. Like, they didn't even give you a number to call.
Nope. They just say you have to pay this. The fuck are you gonna do?
Okay.
Not pay it? You want to get in trouble?
And you have to call some call center. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers don't even know. Like, it sucks. It sucks having insurance. It's paying for something that might not ever happen.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been to an accident in my life, but I paid insurance for a long time.
Yeah. They're like, you're gonna avoid this your whole life. You're gonna do everything you can to avoid it. But just in case, pay us.
Yeah. See, like, the only thing that I think is cool is like life insurance. Like, I make sure I have that because I'm gonna die for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I might as well be worth some money after I fucking die.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna fucking crash into anything, but I'm telling you one thing: I'm gonna fucking die. So shit, give me that motherfucking life insurance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You think
That's
Epstein
inevitable.
had insurance on all that stuff he was doing?
Fuck yeah, like a motherfucker.
What happens with that shit? If like all this stuff going on with him, Like, where the fuck did all his money go and stuff? Do people just take it? Like, how the fuck does that work?
It probably
He probably
just
had some
froze his
type
bank
of
accounts.
yeah. I don't know. I guess the government would have to see how much of it. Well, because if it's legit money, I think it's his. So I think if he has a will or whatever, it probably just sat somewhere until he died, and then his will got enacted. You know what I
Like
mean?
assets and stuff. See,
Yeah.
pedophiles and shit shouldn't get a fucking will.
Should just burn that shit right then and there and never
They
take
should give that shit
paperwork for
all, like
evidence.
everything. They should give it to his victims. They should tell all the
Yeah.
fucking kids that were on that island, like, this is your island now. I mean,
And maybe that's what happened. I
people
don't
don't
know.
want
See,
to
and
stay
that's the
there,
thing. I don't
but
know. Like, I know he was in prison and shit, but like, there's probably stipulations on. Like, I bet they did shit like that, probably. But I don't know. See, like, and that's the thing when it comes to money and all that shit. Like, it
it's
depends
so
on how legal it
confusing.
is made. Yeah,
Yeah,
super confusing.
fucking legal jargon and shit like that. Like, and
Like a lot
then
of
at
these
the
rich
end of the
people, they don't
day,
even know how much money they really have. Like, they don't look at their
oh
money. They
yeah,
have like teams managing their fucking money.
yeah, companies like they'll have whole fucking companies
Yeah.
that just like are in around because of their money.
Well, like that's what they said about Epstein. Like he made all his money just being a money manager for a fucking billionaire. He made $600 million off of managing a billionaire's money. Like, that's all he fucking did. So it's like I don't
We
know.
need to
It's
find some more
lucrative.
fucking
Money is
billionaires.
lucrative.
Just
Me
being
too.
around it, like being around $1 gets you 10 cents. Like what the fuck?
That's sick. Fuck. And like that's the thing is like when you hear shit like that and you see like motherfuckers like broke as fuck, it's like how? How the fuck aren't we all rich?
I
It
know.
makes no fucking sense to me. Like is
You
Epstein that
just gotta know
special
the
a
right
fucking
people.
person? You know what I mean? Like what's the difference between a billionaire and a broke motherfucker? Like that's what I want to know. Like what really is the difference? You know what I mean?
Connections, the people you
Yeah.
know, the fucking people you bump
The
shoulders
family
with,
you're born into, I guess,
the
too.
family
Some
you're
of
born
it.
into.
Yeah. There's a difference between born in millionaires and self-made millionaires. You know what I mean?
The circles you walk into. I mean, like if the three of us went and chilled at like, Cherry Creek golf course all fucking day for the next 2 years, we're bound to run into somebody over there.
We'd make some money.
Yeah. Like we'd
Or
run
you go
into an
broke.
opportunity at some point. Yeah.
They'd kick us out. Like, motherfucker, you don't belong here. I'm sorry.
You fools don't need to be playing golf this fucking much.
I can't afford to that much.
That much.
No.
Yeah, I think a lot of people too, and a lot of broke people don't realize that you are the company you keep. You know what I mean? If you look around and you got all these broke, negative motherfuckers, what do you think you are, son? Why are you the exception? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're not.
You're not the exception to the broke fucking negativity that you surround yourself with.
That's why that fool was trying to fucking like he was trying to meet all them people and stuff because he wanted to make a sex robot apparently. So he was pumping
So
shoulders
he's
with all
talking to
these
Stephen
fucking,
Hawking and Bill Gates.
yeah. He was trying to get funding for a sex robot.
I said Microsoft is micro hard. You know what I
And
mean?
you got George Lucas to come up with the looks of it. Very sci-fi.
Micro hard fucking robot, sex robot.
Make it look like what's her name from fucking Star Wars, huh? The Ayushka
Leia.
or whatever her name is. Like an alien.
Okay. Alien
Like an
sex
alien,
robot.
huh? Yeah.
Yeah. With three mouths and 4 tits.
There's this fucking dumbass like redneck foo on there on TikTok, and like people were just asking him questions, and then one was like, "Would you fucking alien?" He's like, "Hell yeah!" He's, "I'll be getting that slurp from a Martian or whatever," and he's like, "I don't give a fuck. I fuck twos." He's like, "Shit, as long as they got a pussy or a mouth, shit." Fuck.
Damn. I feel
People
don't
have no
care.
standards. No,
People have no standards.
at all. Like it's like absurd. Like it's like when I see people not having standards, it's like sometimes I think it's like a joke. Like they're gonna come out and say, "Nah, I would never do that." You know what I mean? But then you see these people having kids with like all these ain't shit people and shit, and I'm like, "The fuck? Where the fuck are your standards, man? Fuck."
Yeah.
Like,
Fucking
it's so insane to me.
yeah, they just oh goddamn. like trailer park, like the trailer park dude. He probably that's all he's probably ever seen is like fucking like a 4 at the most. So like that two's
Yeah,
not
he's
that
all
bad. You know?
cross-eyed. So maybe he doesn't even know what he's looking at. A 2 to him is like a 6. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, is it? What's his name? What the fuck is that guy's name?
who?
I know who you're talking about. The fucking guy
Bubbles?
that steals the license plates off people's cars and shit.
I don't know if it's that because it's some like this guy was like a nobody kind of like
uh,
yeah, he's just some like random guy like that post probably had like 200 likes or something. Like it was like a small post. Yeah, he is a fucking idiot, and I never seen that guy again after that.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Zamora back at it again. Season 3 of Box Day Boys podcast. First of all, thank you so much for enjoying the season. But new season means a new commercial. So, you know, I had to do it right. Got that new lurk on, you know, feeling fresh. Got that fine work on me. Make sure you go and get yours right now, okay? That's Lurk Designs, all right? lurkdesigns.bigcartel.com. He's got shirts, he's got hoodies, he's even got prints and hats. I'm telling you, it's all right there, convenient, ready to go, and it's all at a great price, a super low price. But I understand money ain't right, you know what I'm saying? Go to the bank account, you ain't got that type of dough. It's all good, man. I'm gonna hit you with a promo code. That's our boy. Go and put in BS Boys, that's BSBOYS, for 15% off your next purchase at lurkdesigns.bigcartel.com. All right? Go get you some lurk, man, because you ain't right without it.
It's so crazy to me, man. I don't know. I think for the most part, 2024 I hope is a good year for everyone because I think the world is in need of a good year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You think there's going to be any like other big stuff happen? Like, what are some predictions you think could happen in 2024?
Ah, shit.
Mm,
Hopefully, just better things.
Oh, there's going to be worse things.
I think so too. I don't know. There's gonna be a
There's
mixture of
always
both.
going to be worse things. Yeah.
But I don't know, like, because already this year there's a lot of fucking weird shit happening. But
There's
and I
already
don't know how much
aliens
weird shit. Like
popping
to
off.
me, 2023 was such a long year. Like there's shit that happened in the beginning of 2023 that felt like it was like 3 years ago. Like your boy's surgery. I thought that shit happened a couple years ago.
Feels like it.
Yeah, I would have guessed it was last year at some point. Oh, I guess technically it was, but like now because we're in 2024. But like, I would have guessed 2 years ago.
Yeah. Time makes no fucking sense to me, but it
You
goes
would
by
have been
fast. But then
correct. It was in
I think shit happened a long
2022.
time ago. Was it really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I was
It's
in November,
December
huh? Or like
22.
the end of 2022.
It was in December. I got out on Christmas
Yeah.
or Christmas Eve.
That's wild, man. Oh, so it was 2022.
Mm-hmm.
How was that? What'd you do with your Rico remnant? You keep it?
No, fuck no. They didn't even give me the option. I was passed out in so much
I'd have
pain.
took that shit with me. Fuck. They're
I
probably
know.
gonna go clone you
It
now,
wasn't
make a better
lasting.
you.
I would have been.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
I
I
would
was
have
caring
said,
about
You're
the
gonna be
my
money.
bitch
body.
Jake. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, let me keep that shit. What the fuck? The fuck you guys gonna do with
Put
it?
that
Me.
shit in a specimen jar. Let me grow another me, a mini me.
You don't know
He
what type
was
of
like
content
that
now.
fucking that dude on Invincible, huh? That fucking just makes clones of himself.
That'd be tight.
I would
They'd
fucking.
all have
You should
Eureka
keep that shit,
remnants.
Jake. You should call that place and get that shit back from you now.
That shit's
Yeah.
already gone, destroyed, incinerated, whatever they do to it.
You probably cooked it.
Fuck no.
They
They just got
probably
a
served it
little
to the other
baby Jake.
patients.
They got a baby Jake in a jar somewhere in fucking Area 51.
Waiting to clone in case.
Like
Shit.
we know what Jake was, but
What if I
Jake
am the
wanna
clone?
be. I think you are. I think the Eureka remnant was the real you.
No, I think the Eureka remnant won't have my scar.
Because no cap, you're kind of flavorless now. Now that you don't have that remnant in you.
I know.
That's probably where all your personality came from.
I don't walk around pissing blood or have drains in me anymore.
I remember you used to do like 1,000 Jalo shots, and then you just like sit there and smoke nicotine or something.
Yeah, I don't drink, baby. Not like that.
Have you noticed that we started talking like this ever since you got that shit taken out?
Hmm. He's like a cat that got spayed, huh?
Got
Yeah, he
all
just lays
fucking
around now.
docile.
He lays around and fucking licks stuff, and just
Bathes in the
pats around
sunlight
and
and
shit.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it lays in the sun. Any given time, you can find this food just laying in the sun,
Yeah. Shit.
basking.
Basking in the glory.
I say in 2024,
Waiting
they
for
gotta
my
give you that
belly
shit back.
rubs because my
You know what I
scar.
mean?
Yeah. You should get it back and swallow it and see if that fucking helps.
Oh, fuck no.
Swallow
I
it.
don't want that
See what
shit in me
happens.
again.
Maybe they give it to someone else. Now someone else is cool. You know what I mean?
Put it in somebody else's hole. One of them.
Yeah. Damn. But no, I think
Like
2024 is
somebody's
gonna be great,
urethral
man.
remnant in their belly button.
Fuck.
That shows your whole personality for a while, man.
For like a year,
Yeah.
huh? He
I
was
loved it.
For like 3.
urethral remnant guy.
Nah, that shows a hard time, man. I hate it when you dealt with that shit.
That shit
Oh,
sucks.
yeah.
Rough. That shit was kicking your ass like a little flesh ball was beating the fuck out of you.
Fuck yeah, that shit was fucking my insides. I was having fucking boxing matches with my inside organs.
Fuck, remember how much weight you lost? You were fucking skinny. Like that time you came over, I was like, what the fuck? This food look like, like,
That shit
goddamn,
was
how much that you
crazy.
for a remnant weigh? Fucking 100 pounds?
Shit couldn't eat. I was throwing up everything.
I know. Liquid diet, food. That liquid diet got you.
And a lot of the surgeries, you just have to fast for it, and then you can't eat or drink anything afterwards.
Health shit sucks, huh? Like when you're done with health shit, like that shit is it's such a hard way to live, man.
Yeah. It's your
Shit
whole
sucks
world.
ass.
Like fucking
You're battling
literally
that shit
nothing else
constantly.
matters.
Yeah. And like that's what's so hard is like you're dealing with all this shit, but you have to make money. You have to fucking do things. You have responsibilities to keep up with, and it's like, how the fuck do you manage all of that? Like,
Thank
on
God for
top of each
people
other?
being understanding and helping, and like,
Yeah.
For real.
because like anytime people go through shit like that, like that's the only way to do it is like having people be supportive and helping you and stuff like that, and caring enough that you can.
Humanity still exists, man. People are still humans.
Yeah.
By far. Like I think like I don't know, like with the internet and all that shit, I mean the negativity is like there's like a magnifying glass on it. It's emphasized and it's pushed into your face. But I say like 8 out of 10 people are fucking good human beings. You know what I mean? They're fucking loving people, they're nice people. But those 2 people that are weird fucking serial killing fucking bad people, they're just so fucking loud and their actions just resonate so much louder that it's kind of hard to see past it. Like
I
the
think it's
good is like silent in this world.
I think it's just because it's the norm, Like if we were in a world where bad was the norm, like this place would be fucked up. It's just that good is the norm, so we take it for granted.
Yeah.
It's like people could go out there and just like you could just go walk to Walmart and somebody could just walk up and slap the fuck out of you, call you a bitch, and like
stab you for your wallet.
All this shit.
Yeah,
like,
I'll go tweet that shit. I don't tweet none of the good things that happen, but if someone does that to me, I'm tweeting that shit.
Yeah. It's got Will Smith out here, dog. Fuck.
This motherfuckers come up and slap me. You know what I mean? Fuck you.
Oh,
just
fuck that guy.
Register. Someone hits you in the back of the head.
I wonder because I think it's all human nature is it's all intertwined. Like how we were talking about how comfortable people are and people just want to be comfortable and shit. That's why when bad things happen to them, that's why negativity is so crazy and it's there's such a lure to that shit. People are so drawn in by negativity. It's because we all want to be comfortable and we all want to live good lives. You know what I mean? So when we see negativity happen, it's so crazy.
Sort of makes you uncomfortable and stuff.
Yeah. Because if you're driving your car and you see a motherfucker crash their shit, that's where you're like, what the fuck? Like I know, I'm driving one of them fucking things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what always anybody ever says too is like, oh, I was like fucking right there, like, I was 3 minutes away from being crashed or getting in that crash myself, or shit like that. If I would have just left 5 minutes earlier, I could have been there.
I hate how fucking nosy people are. So like, I don't know if I can speak on it, but one of my homies did one of them crazy fucking things, terrorist type things. Like he drove his car through a fucking a mall, and one of our cousins alerted me to it, and she asked me if it's my homie. She let me know, and I went and looked at it, and I saw it, and then so the next day I didn't say nothing to her. She came back and said, um, "So was it your homie? So what if it fucking was? Was that what does that change in your life?" You know what I mean?
Why you want
I
to
saw
fucking know
talking.
so bad?
So next time you're at the bar and you have a little bit too much to drink, you go fucking drop that in a conversation. How your fucking cousin's homie is the one that drove to the fucking mall. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna fucking confirm that shit for you.
Uh,
Fucking nosy ass. These are people's lives that we're fucking with here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what, so what if it was? You know what I mean?
You
What
should
does that change for you?
you should have told her if you really want to know, you got to make sure to check out the next Box Day Boys podcast.
Yeah. Check out the one that comes out whenever this comes out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
It'll be revealed.
But like, have you noticed people are nosy like that? Like, what the fuck? Like, like knowing what does that do? You know what I mean? What does that do for you?
Yeah.
It's for
Why was that a
that
question
reason.
that you had to ask?
It's for that same reason, like you said, just so they can fucking name drop, or it's all just to make yourself feel a little bit more important that you know people. That's
Fucking
all.
cheese. Most people are gossips, man. They like that shit, man. They like to sit there and talk about shit that has nothing to do with them. You know what I mean?
Our
Mhm.
family specifically, especially, is like that. Like
I
they
fucking
love
hate
that
that
shit.
shit.
They love drama
Yeah.
and like fucking talking and gossiping about stuff. And
For no fucking reason.
I know, just like God, focus on yourself. You got so much shit you have to work on. Like just
Like when I was
focus
around the
on you.
family a lot, I found myself being like that. And like I think now that I've been away from everyone for a while, like I don't like doing that shit at all. Like it's such a fucking if you want to get my dick soft, start gossiping. You know what I mean? Turn off as fuck.
You never believe what so and so said. All right, cool. I'm done.
I'm
Do you
out.
hear this and that and this and that and the fucking third? All right, so what fucking mall did you drive through? You know what I mean? Let's hear about what you're fucking doing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's what I want to know about.
That motherfucker's living his life. At least he's doing shit. What are you doing? You're talking about
Besides
that shit.
asking me
You know
all
what I
these
mean?
fucking snitch questions.
Like, what was I supposed to do? Oh yeah, it was. It's fucking this and that. And he did this because of this.
That was so
And
crazy.
I
Make
and
sure
I
you tell your
I could have
friends.
saw this years ago, because he used to do this and that.
He was a real good guy, and I went to school with him. And man, fuck all that. You don't care anyway. It was my homie, and I barely care. Well, I care, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It matters more to me, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I do give a fuck. He was a great man with a great car that drove through a mediocre mall. You know what I mean?
He still is a great man.
Uh,
He's not dead.
He's not dead. No one died. He was a fucking idiot.
What was he
He's not
trying?
an idiot because he didn't kill anyone, but you know what I mean. Everyone's alive because he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Why? What was he trying to accomplish?
He was just going crazy.
Oh,
People lose
okay.
their
He's just-
minds and
He's
stuff.
just having a bad day.
Yeah. It was him, his version of multiverse of madness. It was with this verse, and it was his madness. You know what I mean?
It was like maybe he was
His
having one of the
madness.
fuck. What is that movie?
Single versus madness.
Everything,
The
everywhere, all at
single
once.
verse. Oh,
You guys gotta see that shit.
Oh, that's the name of it.
Yeah, everything, everywhere, all at once. It's a fucking trip. Like maybe that's what he was doing, because like on there, it's this Asian lady, and she can tap into like other universes and stuff like that. But it's like really fucking. You don't remember when we were having the whole conversation about like shit was getting lazy about people doing multiverses and stuff, and we're like,
Oh, yeah.
all this shit's getting lazy with it. I ended up watching it like later on, like a few days after that, and it's like such a good, like unique take on that shit. It was like almost exactly how we were talking about. It's fucking cool. You guys gotta watch that shit. But like,
I'm down with that shit.
it's like you have to do something weird or like out of place, and then it takes you on a different timeline. So like then your
Yeah.
timeline splits from doing the normal thing that you would normally do, you know?
Oh.
That's sick.
And it's all about this little Asian lady, and she's the most predictable, boring lady of her
Time.
her
Reality.
of her being, I guess, of like out of all the different versions of her, she's the most predictable, the most boring one. So they have to go to her because she can change anything, you know, because of how predictable and how boring she is. If she changes any little thing, it becomes a whole fucking crazy
There's
ass.
a lot of opportunity, right, to
Yeah,
deviate.
yeah, exactly. And like because she was so predictable and boring, like her life starts getting all fucked up. Like her husband's about to ask her for a divorce. She's like going through
Yeah.
like IRS fucking issues. She just owns like a little laundromat. Her daughter hates her, like all kinds of shit. So then she goes through all these different timelines and stuff like that. And her daughter is like
Yeah.
the fucking bad one in it. It's fucking crazy. It's a really cool movie.
I think the fool that drove to the mall, it was nothing like that. He was just he had drug problems.
It was nothing like he was seeing different
Yeah.
realities.
He wasn't mundane at all. He just liked to get high. You know what I mean?
He
He
thought he
didn't
was
take that shit anymore.
he
He
thought
thought
he
he
was
was
going
seeing
through
it.
that.
Yeah.
Fucking fool. Drugs will make you do some shit to some things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, make you eat people, make you see things, make you do things.
I never been that high. I wish.
I know. That's what I was gonna say. God damn, I ain't never been that high.
People on
I've
bath
never
salts
been
been
pushed
that
to the
high.
point where eating someone is reasonable in my head. You know what I mean?
Don't do drugs.
I've done drugs and I've never been that gone off that shit.
Don't do those drugs that much of that drug.
Don't do that drug.
That's that
Period.
crocodile. Have you seen that shit? That crocodile shit? They inject it, but it's called like necrosis or something, but it like rots your body from the inside. So you see foods like they look like zombies. Like they're like you can see like their fucking
Yeah.
bone in their forearms and shit, and fucking like their hands are falling off, and they just high, baby. They just floating.
God damn.
Motherfuckers
Why?
do some shit to get high.
You go through a lot, man.
Because that's how some people's brains work, man. They got to have that high to feel like they're living.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't know what's harder, sobriety or addiction. I think both of them are pretty hard lives.
They are.
You got balance, you know what I mean? You gotta do some things to unwind, because I think that's why we're able to do that. I think we're supposed
My
to.
pockets love sobriety. I can tell you that.
You what?
My
Your
pockets, my wallet, it loves sobriety.
But you smoke
That's true.
mad weed.
But I only go down. I get it like fucking once a month.
Huh.
Yeah, well, you buy like fucking
Yes.
8 grams of fucking wax at a time.
Yeah, for like $10 a gram.
I'm not completely sober. I'm not drinking and doing drugs all the time, but like I smoke weed. Weed helps me get to the place I need to be.
Drink kava.
Kava, I drank some kava. That shit is pretty fucking cool. Get a fucking 100 grams of that shit for $30. Make you feel okay for a night.
You
know
can
what
try
I mean?
that shit when you come out here.
Yeah, I'll try it.
It's sick.
That
It
shit's
makes
cool.
your mouth numb.
Yeah, that shit's pretty cool. It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes you like feel drunk without the super intoxication of it, man.
Yeah, it's like the good parts of the drunk, but not sloppy and like fucking falling over and losing balance. Shit, It's
Yeah.
like makes you talkative and fucking like vibe, and shit like that.
Loose
Feels
and
good.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm-
But I think we're
It
gonna
tastes
try
like shit.
kratom too. I'll probably get kratom and kava. I don't know if you can mix the two, but we'll see what happens.
We're about to find out. Fuck.
Yeah.
Mm.
Go
You
buy
ever
100
drink
grams.
muddy water when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Like dirty ass water?
Yeah.
What it tastes like?
Yeah, it's like if you scoop dirt and put it in water and mix it around. It tastes like.
It's all right.
It looks like it too.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. It's pretty much what it is. You take a bunch of ground up roots and fucking put that shit in a bag and strain it into water. And bam, you got some shit to get you off your shit a little bit, maybe.
And then after it sits in the water and stuff, and you pull it out of the little strainer bag, it looks like a little dookie, like a little brownish grayish dookie.
Do you eat
Because
that
I think,
shit?
do you think there's one person in the world that doesn't do things to make themselves like unwind? Because everything gives you endorphins. Like even runners and people who work out a lot, like it gives you a high. Like it releases fucking endorphins
Yeah.
in your brain.
Even people that like, like those like nerd motherfuckers that just like want to do science when they're sitting there like working on a cure for AIDS or whatever the fuck they're doing. They get endorphins for that, and they're like, that's probably chill for them.
It's crazy that that's all drugs
Lighters,
do, is just release chemicals in your brain in copious amounts.
but they give,
Makes you
yeah,
feel
but drugs
good.
makes you like I don't know if people are naturally supposed to feel like that, like it gives you, it like dumps all that shit at once. So like anything you enjoy, like let's say you love writing, like you love writing more than anybody else, and then you write like books and shit, you'll never fucking get that same amount of endorphins, even if you're writing the best book ever and you're like having the most fun ever.
Um, so crazy. That's why your brain gets fucked. Huh.
Yeah, that's
That
why I'm stupid
writer's
as shit.
block.
Serotonin deficiency. Like the whole time I was in serotonin deficiency. Like I don't think my brain was too efficient at making its own, like regulating its own dopamine and serotonin for a long time. That's why I hardly even slept. I now I hardly sleep too, but for different reasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah, more responsible reasons.
Yeah.
Responsible reasons, and probably just habit, just not sleeping well for my whole life. I think I don't know if I could ever sleep well again. But like it's so crazy. Like drugs is so fucking. The human brains are so weird. Like the human bodies, like there's a lot of people that like it is really mind over matter, but your body does have like physiological like reactions to things. Like there's people like there's certain nerves in your face and your neck. Like when people freak out, it's I think it's called a what is it called, a vagus nerve. But like if you stimulate that nerve with fucking like cold things, your body has a specific response and it's a calming response. So like a lot of people, like when you have anxiety or something, or if you're going through panic or whatever, like all you have to do is put some cold ass water, like just keep putting cold ass water on your face, and eventually your body will have a reaction to calm yourself down. Even when your mind can't, your body will calm down. You know what I mean? And then everything else will follow suit.
That's crazy.
Um, because like and before I knew this, when I used to have my crazy ass anxiety attacks, I used to like when it was snowing because I would go outside, bro, like, and I'll just be like in like a fucking t-shirt, and I'll go out there and just grab snow food, and I'll just start throwing that shit on my fucking face. And I just thought like how cold it was, like a sobering fucking feeling. You know what I mean? Like it would kind of bring me back to reality. And then I later learned that there's like I don't know, like I don't know if my body knew how to do that or something, but like it was like a fucking actual. It's like an actual thing.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is like, or like, that's what I was gonna say. Is like, that's so trippy how the fucking body does that. Because like, the first time I ever had a panic attack, New Year's, a few years back, I smoked a fucking giant blunt with Rob, or a giant joint with Rob and Big Rob and Femia and all of them. And then I had to run outside and fucking, because I had a panic attack. I ran outside and I grabbed snow and I just put my face in the snow and I just went like that. And it's like, how the fuck did my body know that? Like, why was everything? Because everything in my brain was telling me, go put fucking something cold on your face. The coldest fucking thing you can, go put it on your face. That's such a trip that the fucking body knows that stuff, huh? Like the body knows itself.
Mhm. That's what it's called, like listening to your body. That's an example of that shit. Like your body
Mm-hmm.
it thinks on its own. Your body's whole thing is keeping itself alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a lot
Yeah.
of times when you have these impulses and shit like that, like sometimes it's good to follow them because it's your body screaming to fucking survive. You know what I mean? It's like it's fighting for itself, even though your
Yeah.
mind's a fucking idiot. Your body is still doing its job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit's
Fuck.
crazy. It's like culture
Yeah.
instinct.
Like your fucking body. Yeah. Like your body has a mind of its own, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because like, and that's the thing too is like when people ask me about my anxiety and how I cope with it, and I start telling people, like I could see in people's faces, like their whole demeanor changes when I tell them to just breathe correctly. Because like I understand when you're having it, like people want like a special thing or take this when this is happening, but your body has all the answers that you need to fucking, you know, to be peaceful and happy and shit. Like when you have anxiety, if you do specific breathing techniques, your body doesn't have a choice but to follow it. Like I understand, like when you're having anxiety, it's so hard to even just take full deep breaths. You know what I mean? But if you
Yeah.
could force your body to take those deep breaths and to get your body to start functioning normally again and doing the things it's supposed to do, your body calms down. It gets back into regulation. Like when you have an anxiety attack, all it is your brain taking over your body. Your fucking like your thoughts, your fear, all that shit takes over your body. And what you got to do is you got to get your body back acting the way it's supposed to, and then your mind will follow suit. You know what I mean? And people don't want to hear that shit. Same thing with like losing weight. Like there's no special to it. Just do what your fucking body wants to do. Your body wants to move and wants to fucking eat right. Like your body is made for specific purposes. And it's when we take your body outside of those purposes where bad shit starts fucking happening. You know what I mean? Your body knows what it wants to fucking do. We just deny it of what it wants a lot of times.
Humans are fucking crazy, man. Humans are weird. How it's weird how you can lose your mind, but your mind can control your body, and your body. There really is like three aspects. You know, it is like not to get
mind, body, and
here,
soul.
but it is mind, body, and spirit. You know, it really is. It's like because a person, you can lose your mind and still be like you can still fight it as if like you're not part of your mind. You know, or like same thing is like your body can tell you all these urges and stuff, but your mind can have control of it. There's just like all these different aspects within a human being that are fighting over for control of different things and stuff.
Yeah,
like
if
that.
you could fight your mind and body at the same time. So like you're a third being fighting.
There's a
those
third
things.
entity within it that can fucking fight off both of them. You know.
Because you know how you know what it is, like Steve, when you have anxiety, like that shit is like it's completely involuntary. You know what I mean? Like it just completely fucking engulfs you. Like, and you don't have a choice to battle. Like you deal with that shit like an illness. You know what I mean?
It's almost like a seizure or something like that. It's like you don't have you don't really like you could take control of it more than a seizure. So I don't want to, for people that like get seizures and stuff to be like, no, it's not the same. Like I get that, but it's like it's the fact that your mind can take over your body like that and really cripple yourself for a little while. You know?
Yeah, fuck yeah. It's scary. That's so much scarier than like I've dealt with my share of physical ailments, and like it's the mental ones that like that shit sucks ass. Like
that shit shake you to your core.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That shit is like you suffer when you deal with shit like that. Like that's real fucking suffering. You know what I mean? Because at least when it's like, I don't know, like say you break your ankle. Yeah, it fucking sucks. It's gonna hurt, but at least you'll have a game plan. Okay, put in a cast for so long, stay off of it for this long, do this, do that, put metal in your shit, but whatever. There's ways to attack that. But like if you wake up every day screaming in your fucking sleep, like how the fuck do you battle that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that is a big part of it too, because like I was telling Nevaeh the other day, because she gets severe migraines really badly. And she was just like, I'm so tired of this. She's like, I'm tired. I always have headaches and stuff, and it sucks. And and then I go to the doctor and I go get an MRI and stuff, and they don't tell me nothing. Like there's nothing they can do. And I'm like, you're young, so you don't understand this. You think because it's 2024 and we have like, fucking cell phones right in your hand, and we seem like we have all this technology. We don't know jack shit about brains. Like jack shit about brains. And she's like, really? And I was like, no. I was like, they don't know anything. They like MRI was invented like what, fucking 10, 15 years ago. Like they could barely know how to read them. Like basically they're just taking a picture of your brain, and like that's the best they could do. It's like that doesn't tell you what the little fucking synapses are doing every time they're sparking. They're not telling you what the fuck this actually does whenever this little spark happens, or like they're just taking
take a picture to see if there's any kind of mass or like
a fucking lump or your brain is swollen, shit like that.
Yeah, they're looking for physical,
they can't tell you
anomalies.
Yeah, but they can't tell you what's actually going on with it.
So
shit's crazy.
Yeah, even when I had like my concussions and stuff, like that's what I told her is like, I got an MRI when I went and got a concussion, and like I don't even know if that's all it was. I just go, that's the information I got because that's all they could give me. I went in there, my head was fucking hurting really bad, and I went in there and they're like, well, I mean, you hit your head a few days ago, so we're guessing it's a concussion. I was like, I guess that's all I can go by.
Well, even with like your boy, I mean, like they didn't know he had a urethra remnant that whole fucking time. They thought it was all sorts of shit. They gave him like Crohn's disease, all sorts of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it was some guy fresh off the books of college that just read that shit in a book and like, oh, it sounds like this, and that's what it ended up being. It's such a rare thing. Like, and that's
Yeah.
all doctors do. You go in there and tell them what's wrong. They look at your shit, and then they make like a guess on as to what's happening. Like, they don't fucking know what's happening with you,
Like
really.
they never 100%. They're always 99.9 because they never
And
know. They never know
this
the
is
whole
what's scary.
fucking
So, like,
truth.
I used to not believe in doctors and all that, whatever, but doctors are a great resource because they have there are your body does keep metrics, and doctors are able to read those metrics. So, like, they'll be able to provide you with the numbers of how, like, that your body provides. But don't ever expect a doctor to care about your life more than you. Like, you should always take your health, into, take accountability for your own health. Like, this is something that doctors are not required to do. They're not required to tell you about your kidneys failing until they're at 30%. That means your kidneys could lose 70% of function before your doctors even tell you that there's a problem with them. And just for reference, once you get to 15%, that's dialysis. That's fucking looking for kidneys and shit. 30% is, right there next to extreme kidney failure and shit. So, like, get your numbers, understand your numbers, and you work towards your health. Because, like, I had a kidney scared not too long ago. I was having protein in my piss and all that kind of shit, and the doctor didn't give a fuck. So what I did, I took it on. I took control of it myself. I started drinking water. I started correcting my own behaviors because, like, I knew that. I knew fucking doctor. They don't have to tell me my kidneys are fucking failing. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have to tell me that shit. They don't have to tell me that I'm losing significant kidney function. And that's the thing about your kidneys. They could fail within, a couple days. Kidneys are they're one of the most resilient fucking organs you have, but they're crazy. They could fucking fail
They're
instantly.
most
Like,
they're some of the most susceptible.
if you take a certain substance, like even a little bit too much, that shit could fucking completely fail your kidneys. You know what I mean? Like, quick. If you take too much cough syrup, that shit will fucking destroy your liver, like, almost instantly. You know what I mean? So it's like, use doctors as a means to get you the information you need to take control of your body. You know what I mean? But if you give them every fucking right, they're like drug dealers. They're gonna put you on fucking drugs and fucking, all this kind of shit where you're gonna have to keep paying for it.
Yeah,
Like, take accountability of your health. Like, going to the doctor is good because it gives you the information you need to take care of yourself. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Almost treat it like a second opinion, because like everybody has access to the internet now, and I get it. Like WebMD or whatever the fuck. Like, you tell them you have a cough, and that shit'll tell you have lung cancer. But like,
Yeah.
you can fucking you can look up symptoms and stuff like that and come up with ideas at least, and then at least go, and then that way you go to the doctor and be like, well, I have an idea. Because a lot of the time, like, you go to the doctor and you just like tell them like, oh, I'm coughing or something like that, they're just going to be like, cough syrup. Okay. You probably just have bronchitis, you probably just have this or that, like they're not gonna sit there and spend the fucking time to open up your fucking chest and look inside your lungs. Like, just
For
fucking
sure.
come to them with like some thoughts, like, well, I did have this and this and this. This coincides with being fucking, bronchitis. I think I might have that. Okay, well then let's look into this. Then they could do the
And
testing and
these are
stuff
your
like that.
options. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? 'Cause, like, with mine too, like, they always want to put you on medicine, and that's the first thing they'll do is
yeah,
put you on meds. And, like, the meds have a side effect. So, like, you take. I'm pretty sure if you take any meds for years and years and years, eventually you're gonna have another fucking ailment that's brought up because of those meds. And, like, that's why you see people when they're like 70 years old and they're on this cocktail of fucking, like, they take a handful of pills fucking 3 times a day. Because, like, some of the pills are fighting their original ailments, and then some other pills are fighting the ailments that are caused by these fucking pills. Like, so it's like they're trying to fucking counterbalance everything that they've created on top of what your body is already doing to itself. You know what I mean? So it's like you're just you're just like a toxic cocktail of fucking chemicals. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Mhm.
So, like,
Counterbalancing each
but
other and shit.
everything in this earth is made to heal you. Like, there's things on this earth that your body just responds to, as far as
Yeah,
healing goes.
like they're put
So,
here
like,
to fucking, almost like they're
yeah.
put here for you to fucking consume and use on a daily basis.
But it's I don't know. This world is so crazy, man. Like, it's like, and humans are so crazy. The world is fucking crazy, and we're all just like here together, and like we're all a bunch of crazy ass beings in this crazy ass world and reality, just trying to make things happen. Just guess everything. Everyone's just guessing how to do shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we're all Florida, man.
We kind of are.
Uh,
Like, the whole world
Uh,
is Florida. The whole reality we
the
know
whole
is
world is
Florida.
Florida. The whole world is
Yeah.
GTA.
We're just all horny and shit
Pretty
and
much.
fucking trying to figure things out. And We're still fumbling around in the dark, banging our toes on shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How about this? What do you guys want to learn in 2024? Or like, what's something that you want to improve on or fucking adapt to, or something?
Mm,
I think that's a good question for folks at home, huh?
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
something you wanna? How should we ask that question? What's something you want to improve on or gain in 2024? And you could gain like knowledge or something, or you could gain the ability to, I don't know, change your tire or something. There's still motherfuckers out here that don't know how to
Learn
change their own
Spanish.
tires.
Yeah,
huh.
a lot of them.
For real. Yeah, you can learn Spanish. That's something I want to do because my daughter's learning Spanish.
Some people don't know
That'd be
their
cool.
left and their right hands. There's full-on
Learn
adults out there that
difference.
don't know which one's their left and their right.
Yeah.
The amount of shit people don't know is mind-boggling to me. Like, and at this point,
You
we don't
look
even
so
need to know math.
disappointed. You're
Yeah.
just like, God damn.
We don't like at this point. We don't even need like we waste time learning math. I think like basic math is
Some
okay to
math,
do, but we
yeah.
all have fucking phones. You know what I mean? Like, why the
Yeah.
fuck would I need to know slope? Like, I should know how to apply slope, like, and where to apply it, but I shouldn't have to know how to actually fucking do it. You know what I mean?
Well, there's no
Especially
need
with Chat
for it.
GPT 6.
Because that's the thing. Like, I know the equation for slope, but I don't know where to apply it. So, like, I don't know. I think schooling system failed me in that manner. Like, here's slope. Okay, what the fuck do I do with that?
I feel
What do I
like
do with
that was just
Where do
one
I
of those
see
things
that? When do
where
I
they were
apply
like-
this? I know how to solve
Like,
it.
where do I apply the Pythagorean theorem? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to see the new president. Who the new president's going to be?
Yeah,
That's not this
we got
year.
a new election.
Is that-
Yeah.
this year?
we got an election
Yep.
coming up.
November, we'll have a new president.
I can't wait to
same
see
president.
which fucking 80-year-old fucking dumbass we're gonna get.
Which insane motherfucker we're going to have next. God
Which
damn.
lizard reptilian man is gonna rule us next?
Uh,
I saw that motherfucker. What's his name? What's that fucking Mitch McConnell? I saw that motherfucker morphing on live TV. Did you see him?
That who blink?
yeah.
He's like, he was trying to evolve. I think.
He forgot how to.
Yeah, I saw that shit. I saw that shit on
That's one
Pokemon.
thing he
before.
wants to learn is how to transform again.
Yeah.
What if when he was just
Like, get
standing
back
there,
to
he just
self.
started like flashing and shit? And he's like, oh, he's about to evolve.
And if he just starts switching between his forms.
Like, how is that our politicians still? How is that fool fucking representing anyone? You know what I mean?
I think he was the alien down in Miami.
He's the 7 foot tall alien.
That's his other form.
Improve yourself for 2024. Set a goal and achieve that fucking goal. Make sure 2024, with the things you do in 2024, make sure it affects your 25, 26, 27 onward. Do something you're proud of.
yeah,
You know what I
do
mean?
something that'll
Do something
last a
that's gonna set you up
lifetime.
for
That'll leave
years.
a legacy.
Build a legacy, yes.
Yeah.
Start laying the bricks. If 2024, if it ain't built, then at least lay a couple fucking bricks. You know what I mean?
Be the wave.
Get there. Yeah. But with that being said, physical health is wealth, mental health is wealth. Love yourself and love the world around you. And happy 2024. Get it done.